It's time for football here in the USA South Athletic Conference, the 2010 edition, and I know coaches around the league are hoping that field goals and extra points have no problem going through uprights like the ones behind me. I was able to catch up with the coaches at the 2010 USA South Football Media Day at Maryville College, and they shared with me their 2010 impact players.
Jeremy Dixon, we think, can be a good player for us this year and a big-time player for us, just as he was last year. We had talked about the explosiveness that he has, obviously as a kick returner, punt returner, but I think more effectively this year as a wide receiver. With the loss of Anthony Squillini, he's going to be a major role, play a major role in our offense as we go into this season, and I think you'll see a lot more big plays for him on the offensive side of the ball.
At Christopher Newport this fall for the 2010 season, really going to be counting heavily upon senior offensive tackle Kenneth Hall. Kenneth is from King William High School in King William, Virginia. Outstanding student athlete, Dean's List student, pre-med curriculum. Going to be a third-year starter at offensive tackle on our left side. He anchors that offensive line and has really developed into a great team leader off the field as well.
A young man that has stood out in this conference over the last few years, T.J. Grazikowski, our punter. He's been all-conference, a couple years All-American, and he truly is among the best punters in the nation at this point. He went to several camps and clinics this summer and was touted as one of the best around. He means so much to our football team because in some cases we're not as talented probably in offense and defensive positions as maybe the top teams in our conference. TJ gives us a chance to make up for that lack of talent by field position. It's so much better to have a team have to go an extra 20 yards and possibly make their own mistake than for us to have short field and have to try to come up with a big play. So he's a critical part of our team. He's also a great person, a great individual, a very good student, very active in community organizations and involved in the community. He's just a great person and a great young man to work with.
Well, Antoine is coming back for his sophomore year, and we have big expectations for him because, he was all-world last year as a freshman, all-conference, rookie of the year. I think he'll have some difficulty repeating that because good coaches, they figure out ways to negate guys like that. So what we're going to have to do is do some things offensively to help him get open in space so they can't roll coverages toward him and double team him. If he can stay healthy, I expect him to have another good year like he did last year. But he's not going to surprise anybody this year, though, like he did last year. But I think Antoine's on the verge, being one of the better players in the conference if he continues to improve, as he did last year.
Wesley Islett has been outstanding for the past two seasons at Maryville College. What I like about Wesley is that he's that big player that you need at the wide receiver position to really stretch the defenses that we face. What's very impressive about Wesley is this. He practices hard every day. In a way, he's a little bit like a Jerry Rice, whose work ethic, according to a lot of people in the NFL, no one can match it. Wesley's the same thing, too. He comes every practice, working hard every single day. He's had a lot of accolades early in his career. It hasn't gone to his head or anything like that. And he's just a great young man, a good role model, and a person that is one of the outstanding leaders of this football team.
I want to talk a few minutes on Tyler Moscow, our junior kicker from Pembroke Pines, Florida. Tyler was a first-team all-conference player for us last year, really emerged as an excellent kicker and excellent player for us throughout last spring and then obviously the fall. Tyler has really emerged himself on our football team as a leader. He's involved in many campus activities. He's an RA in the dorms. He was just nominated to the American Football Coaches Association Good Works team, which is a very high honor. He's our fourth football player in the history of our program to have that done. And Tyler's a young man who has an ultimate work ethic. He's out there every day, kicking, sweating in the summertime, and has great respect of our football players and our football team. He's somebody that I have learned over the last couple of months that they really go to in all times of need. And so I expect him to be a great leader on our football team this year and help mold our young guys that we have coming in into the future.
Tron Bush is kind of our featured athlete coming into the year. We're very excited about him. And he missed the 2008 season with an injury and came back strong last year. And he did a great job being an all-conference guy of kind of he's a leader. He handles being able to share the load, and he's excited right now to enter into the season back healthy, and again, he's a tremendous student, tremendous guy, and we're excited about having him and hope he has a great success this year.
Rico Wallace is really one of our fine receivers who's returning, and we're expecting great things from Rico. Rico has great hands. He runs great patterns. But off the field, he's a great leader. He works hard in the weight room. A very first-class individual, and we're really proud to have him. We really believe that we're expecting great things coming from Rico in his junior year.